Hey everybody, quick video, sort of a reminder video. I want to talk very briefly about prenuptial agreements. A lot of weddings got canceled. I'm making this video in October 2021, but a lot of weddings got canceled in 2020 and travel was curtailed, and the wedding industry has taken a hit. As people start to get back to life as it was, or some semblance of normalcy, perhaps the marriage rates will go trickle back up. Personally, I don't think so. I think marriage is not a good idea for most people, especially in certain demographics. Over a certain age, it's not necessary, but people are going to do what they want to do anyway. But through my lens as a divorce lawyer, I wanted to remind you that everybody that gets married in the U.S. has a prenuptial agreement. Yeah, here it is. The divorce code and the support code of the jurisdiction where you get married, right? It's like already decided for you, unless, and for those listening on Spotify, I just held up these large books of the laws of Pennsylvania, where I'm located, that dictate what happens to your money at divorce. Now, your other choice is to get a properly drafted, properly executed prenuptial agreement. I drafted this one. It's about 50 or 60 pages, and this one's not overly long. I've seen other ones that are in the hundreds of pages. So what does this do? And I'm holding up a properly drafted prenuptial agreement. What it does is it preempts state law, okay? I've done videos like this in the past, but I'm repeating it because I have thousands of new subscribers that may not have heard this simple but important message. What you're doing is you're taking state law, default law, when you have your own prenup done, you're taking your prenup and making it the law of your marriage in case you get divorced. Why is that such a great idea? Because you're going to strip out a lot of costs. If the marriage becomes non-functioning and one of the two of you file for divorce, then you don't have to go through the court system to figure out who gets what. Now, prenups aren't going to cover child custody in most jurisdictions or child support, but check with local legal counsel in your jurisdiction. The laws vary widely. So in some jurisdictions, for example, current law in Pennsylvania, prenuptial agreements are interpreted under contract law. It's like a contract. In other jurisdictions, the courts have a lot of latitude to start chopping up pieces of the prenup or set it aside in its entirety. So you got to know the law of what you're getting yourself into. So here's the purpose of the video. If marriage is imminent, see counsel in your jurisdiction, preferably before the wedding invitations are ordered. Don't call somebody 3 weeks before the wedding day and say, hey, I need a prenup. I didn't think about this. Or my spouse is bouncing me off the walls and I'm not sure how long this is going to last. Don't do that, because you're going to put yourself in a very tough situation. Most prenups, even simple ones, take quite a while, several weeks, if not months, to negotiate, draft, and execute. You don't want to buy a prenup off the internet. I set those aside all the time. They're defective. You don't know who wrote it. It could be a high school student that wrote it. You don't know. And you don't know if they're properly drafted. So, I've been in cases where I've said to opposing counsel in the course of a divorce, why are we even litigating this piece of crap prenup? And they have to go back to and they know I'm right, they have to go back to their client and say, this isn't going to hold up. It's not worth the money to litigate it. We're going to set it aside ourselves. So speak to local experienced counsel. It will save your ass in the unfortunate but likely event that your marriage doesn't end in the death of one of you. Marriage rates are over 50%. So chances of you having a marriage till death do you part, beating the odds. All right? Share this with somebody who needs to see it. be careful out there.